Perfect. And we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to a special edition of Top Five on the People's Podcast this evening. We have we have two incredible reoccurring guests with us. First of all, Marvin, say what's up to everybody.
Peace, love, blessings, and protections. Forgive me being in the car. Sometimes life is moving and I gotta move with it.
Yes, sir. Yahweh, say what's up to everybody.
What's going on, everybody?
All right. And then Naima says, peace family in the comments. And thank you all for watching. Please let us know your list. We're doing top 10 stand-up comedians of all time. And this was a tough one for me because I love stand-up comedy. So there's a lot of people I had to leave off. A lot of people had to make some adjustments too, but this is where I'm going right now. Mimi says, peace family, happy 2024, beloveds. Thank you, Mimi, for saying happy 2024, happy 2024 to you as well. And shout out to our YouTube family who always give us their list. All right, number 10, starting it off. Yahweh, what you got? Or who do you have?
I'm saying I got Richard Pryor.
You and I even hate Richard Pryor. Like, I don't know what he
No. And that's the thing. I don't hate Richard Pryor at all. I'm putting Richard Pryor at number 10 because he's before my time. So, so I didn't really see anything that aged well in my personal opinion. But what I'm saying for the time, Richard Pryor was that nigga. I ain't even gonna lie. But all of his movies are funny. His stand-ups maybe, but all of his everything that he's in, like all his movies that he's been in, have been funny. So, Richard Pryor, Mr. Freebase himself.
Yes, listen, I mean, Richard Pryor is very high on my list because I watch his stand-ups all the time. All right, Marvin, what you got for number 10? Or who do you have?
I got the great George Carlin.
Okay. I didn't expect that, but okay, George Carlin's funny.
Yeah, like and a lot of my favorite comedians aren't funny. They're like they're basically poking at the system while at least being, you know what I mean, somewhat funny. And
that disqualifies them if they ain't funny.
But I mean that because I know like comedy is a personal preference, and most people prefer somebody that's gonna make them laugh like hardcore over, you know what I mean? But I prefer somebody who's gonna make me think and laugh. So it's a different type of, preference. That's all.
Yeah, that George Carlin, he always got a message. He's funny. My number 10, I'm going with Tom Segura. He's somebody who I can listen to on Spotify. And I like his stand-up specials. I listen to Bikes and 24.
Number 10 of all time, Tom Segura.
Oh yeah, no, Tom Segura. When I watched his stand-up, right, I rewatched it the other night just to make sure. I was like, let me see if I listen. He made me laugh like I ain't never. Like I'm telling you, I laugh like nobody laugh. Like I love Tom Segura.
Tom Segura is funny.
Yeah, his stand. I'm just talking about stand-ups alone. I'd be like, bro, I'm a big Tom Segura fan. Not even hate Tom Segura. I don't know what you said. No sir, top 10. I'm just telling you.
Tom Segura is funny, but damn, top 10 of all time.
He made me laugh. All right, number 9. Who you got, Yahweh?
This one's gonna make you laugh right here, Josh. Number 9, I got Chris Rock.
Y'all taking out my people, bro. What did they do? What did he do to y'all? Y'all just taking out my people right now.
One, he's top 10 of all time.
Okay.
So give him that. I say this is top 10 of all time.
Thank you. I thank you for giving him that. I thank you for giving Chris Rock.
But at the same time, he's one of those who started out slow, then got real hot at one time. Then now his stuff really doesn't hit the same as it did at one time. Like I look at his eyes and I see a man defeated. I don't know why I see a man defeated now, but it's just something about him just isn't the same as it was when he was. I say women be shopping. Like,
and that's the same way I feel about Eddie Murphy. When you see him,
same thing with Eddie Murphy. It's like they just something's missing with them now. Like something happened.
Okay. Listen, I'm not gonna say something didn't happen and people gonna fall off. But Chris Rock was so far somewhere else, and when he fell off, that he still fell off and landed good. Mimi said because he got slapped, Yahweh's victim shaming. And I even said that's why Richard Pryor is not on my list. Now, the fact you don't even have Richard Pryor on your list is really wild. All right. Number 9. Who you got, Marvin?
Got Wanda Sykes.
Oh, shit.
Okay. I give her credit for writing. I think she's funny. I think she's funny.
No,
I,
like a lot. And the thing about the comedians I have my comedians because comfortability means everything on stage for me. And if a comedian is comfortable all the time, which it seems like a lot of these comedians that I have are, that's why they made my top 10. And it's all preference, you know. So some people, you know, like I said, they like laugh out loud, bust open your stomach, and I like them too. I love Kevin Hart, but like he not gonna make my top 10 because I like technical comedy too. That's another thing.
All right. Listen, can't go wrong. And Wanda Sykes, she's a writer, so I give her credit for writing. I never I never like laughed at her
I
stand
would
up.
say Nia Dash. We ain't gonna let Wanda Sykes slide.
No, because but I'm saying she's like really respected, and on Curb Your Enthusiasm, she's super funny. But I've never saw her stand up and laugh. But she's funny on Curb Your Enthusiasm. She's funny on Curb Your Enthusiasm. Naima said number 9 is the Sinbad, only comedian with 5 specials and no cussing. Naima, you got Sinbad at number 9? That's low. Akeem said the fire that comes with being hungry. Absolutely. It happens to everybody with the young comedians. All right. My number 9 is Jerry Seinfeld. His whole show, the introduction, all his opening, that's his stand-up. You know what I'm saying? Every single thing, that's his stand-up. So he does a good job of starting the show, and I think he's fine. And he has nerd observations. I like that. I like nerd observations. I think that's real good. It makes it's a type of comedy I like. I think it's fun. Yes, y'all can get mad. Y'all can get mad at the seasons later. All right, number 8. Who you got, Yahweh?
Number 8, I got Kevin Hart.
Okay.
I got Kevin Hart. Once again, another one who started out hot. And his is kind of up and down because sometimes he's really funny and sometimes he's really not. And sometimes he's really funny again. And sometimes he's kind of mid. Like right now, he's at this point where he's like getting funny again. That makes sense. Like he's in that part of his career where he's getting funny again. But I mean, he's also one of the more overrated comedians of all time as well. But we're not gonna get it. We're not gonna get into that.
So you got Kevin Hart at 8. All right. A lot of people might say that's low, but all right. Marvin, who you got at number 8?
I got Red Fox at number 8.
Okay, you going Red Fox? He definitely didn't make the list, but okay. Red Fox.
Man, Red Fox would just sit on stage and tell jokes, bro. Literally.
Listen, I give him credit. I give him credit. I give him credit. But he remind me of my sister Naomi used to like to do they used to listen to his stuff all the time. Me too. Robin Harris. You know what I'm saying? He's funny. You know what I'm saying? Brother man. I couldn't.
He ain't on Robin Harris level. I don't know about that.
I'm just saying it's that same kind of like they control the crowd, them in the microphone. I was like, all right, give y'all credit. Like, give y'all credit.
I think of Red Fox more of like the grandfather of Sinbad. Like he had clean comedy, but at the same time he had grown up subject matter with his comedy. Like it was more like a smart brand of comedy, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yahweh, Mimi and Akeem are not letting it go to you got Kevin Hart above Richard Pryor.
I mean, tell me one Richard Pryor joke. Here we go. Let's get to it then. Tell me one Richard Pryor joke.
I mean, I can tell you a lot of Richard Pryor jokes. Apparently, funny.
You can also say a lot of Kevin Hart jokes.
Apparently, you don't think they're funny. Apparently, you don't think Richard.
Let's not play it. We put Kevin Hart stand up right next to Kevin Hart's best stand up next to Richard Pryor's best stand up. Richard Pryor doesn't hold. He doesn't hold up. I'm sorry. It's like Drake versus damn Coogee Rap. Like,
see, yeah, you could have gave him Rakim, but you had to go Coogee Rap. See what you did. All right. Mimi said Robin Harris. Robin Harris is a legend, and she loves baby kids. And Naima says honorable mention would be Roy Woods Jr. Now my whole, if we did top 20, my whole list would have been younger comedians. Mark Norman, Shane Gillis. Like I would have had all of the young comedians I listen to now, but I had to go with the safe bet on the legends on the top 10 though. All right. So Marvin, who's your number 8?
Red Fox.
Oh, Red Fox. My number 8, Bill Burr. Any day of the week. I'm telling you right now. Any day of the week, Bill Burr can go. I'm telling you, he's never not made me laugh. Sports, relationships, politics.
And wherever he is, if he's doing an interview, he's gonna have your stomach in knots doing an interview.
Bill Burr is one of the ain't somebody I want to interview. Bill Burr is one of the funniest people I've ever seen, especially on his stand-ups. I'm telling y'all, Why if y'all Google YouTube his Philly stand up, they was booing him. They tried to take him out when he was early in his career. He was like, "Oh, y'all trying to take? Oh, watch this! Boom, boom, boom." I mean, just with comedy though. Like, oh, you think you gonna cuss me out, call me ugly? They was roasting him. He was like, "No, cut the show." Like, no, I'm not going out like that.
And side note, find all the little parts that Bill Burr had in Dave Chappelle show, and they were low key hilarious every time. I swear.
Yeah. The dude who wrote for Bill Burr, he wrote for the Chappelle show. He reminds me like Wanda Sykes, but they got funny writing, but I ain't really laugh at it like that. But he's kind of funny too. Other
Oh my, Neil Brennan.
Yeah.
Bro, oh my God, bro! My life,
Neil Brennan is funny.
I admire it. I clap. I'm like, oh, that's funny.
Oh,
but Neil
Brennan. I didn't think about him, but he has to make my list. Literally.
Yeah, he's witty. He's smart. He's like,
y'all giving the whites a lot of credit. Y'all progressive. Y'all real progressive.
Hey, you have to. It's a few of them. Robert Williams.
I ain't got to do damn.
And I know Mimi better have Damon Wayans on her list as much as she loves Damon Wayans, and Naima better have Eddie Griffin on her list as much as she loves Jason Lyric, his jokes and Jason Lyrics and stuff. I was like, okay, enough of that. And Undercover Brother.
Griffin.
Undercover Brother. All right, number 7. Oh, Uncle Jamil says Rodney Dangerfield. Listen, you get no Rodney Dangerfield. You get no respect. Rodney Dangerfield doesn't get respect. And Mimi says you can't go wrong with. She's laughing about Damon Wayans. All right, number 7. Who you got, y'all?
Number 7. He's a hot topic right now, but Kevin Hart. Not Kevin Hart, but what's his name?
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. Cat Williams is number 7. Like he has very good stand-ups. He also has a lot of lows as well. Like he consistently gets his ass whooped in public randomly. But definitely when he gets on stage, he's somebody who knows how to command the crowd. And that's one of the biggest things that I look for in a comedian. If you can command the crowd and make that crowd into your audience, any crowd you can turn them into your audience, I gotta give you your respect, man.
You can't go wrong with Kevin Williams.
But him and Kevin Hart are pretty similar to me in a lot of aspects. Him and Kevin Hart are very similar.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the Pimp Chronicles. Everybody was quoting that 4 years like it was an album.
I mean, quoting it like.
Yeah. Michael Jamil says no respect at all. Is Rodney Dangerfield. And Naima says she doesn't like no damn Eddie Griffin. Naima, you ain't got to hide your love for Eddie Griffin now. Don't do that now. All right, Marvin, who you got for number 7?
Number 7, Josh, you going to hate me, but I got 2 ties in a row.
What is that? You might as well just we're doing time.
I top 12.
I couldn't leave neither of the 2, and you're gonna appreciate the first one. The first tie is Chris Rock and Bill Burr, and it's because I couldn't leave.
At number 7.
No, we're not. Hold on. Oh, Richard Pryor. My bad. Right, Richard Pryor.
At number 7, y'all disrespect for Richard Pryor, Kevin. And Chris Rock is wild. So number 7, you got Bill Burr and Richard Pryor.
No.
I mean, there's a lot of people that don't respect Chris Rock. We ain't gonna.
At number 7, I just got Richard Pryor by himself.
Okay, number 7, Richard Pryor by himself. Okay. All right, listen, I can't say that if y'all think his stand-up is funny, but I mean, to me, he's one of the funniest people I've ever seen, man. All right. Uncle Jamil said George Carlin. Yes, sir. That was number 10 on Marvin's list. He had George Carlin. And all right, my number 7 is Kevin Hart. He consistently with the stand-ups, he had a couple misses, but in large, he's funny. He's super funny. You know what I'm saying? And I think he focused on more movies now, but his stand-up, he had a run where people was quoting him all the time too. You know what I'm saying? So he had a lot of quotes, so that was good.
Had a lot of quotes.
Y'all remember that where everybody was saying like, the dad coming to the show and all, Richard Pryor. Kevin Hart. My Uncle Jamil said Richard Pryor, no less than top 3. I agree. All right,
he's super less than top 3. 10.
Yeah, wait. Who you got for number 6?
Number 6, I have Robin Harris.
Okay, you can't.
I got Robin Harris. When I sit there, and he literally, I haven't seen anything that wasn't funny that Robin Harris has done. He's never not been funny. He's fine. Straight comedy. He's just one of those people. Once again, command the crowd. He had star appeal. He had big time star appeal as well. So Robin Harris for sure.
Listen, I'm a fan and laugh at it. I know Mimi and I used to laugh at it all the time. My uncle Jamil says, where's the Mac man? I'm assuming he's referring to Bernie Mac. I know he's gonna be in their top 5 list, I'm sure. All right. Marvin, who you got for number 6?
I got a tie. I got Chris Rock and Bill Burr.
And number 6?
Yeah, I couldn't leave Bill Burr off the list, bro. And Chris Rock, self-explanatory. You don't have that many fire specials in a row and not be basically a top comedian of all time. And yeah,
I gotta watch the Chris Rock specials because I just know I know women be shocked.
I'm telling you, you need to go back and revisit.
Because it was rapid fire, bro, and he was joke after joke, and the crowd was stomach and knots, bro. Man, bro, you gotta watch. You do gotta watch for real.
Why folks love Chris Rock, man?
Man, he was selling out. He was selling out the Apollo 3 nights in a row, selling out Madison Square Garden.
White folks look like shit.
Yeah, you think white people go to Apollo? No. Look at the crowd on bigger and blacker. Look at the crowd on bigger and blacker. It ain't no white people in the audience.
I wish I could screenshot the crowd right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bigger and blacker. Man, please, bigger. Dave Chappelle got more white fans than Chris Rock.
You do?
Dave Chappelle got more white fans than Chris Rock.
Absolutely, he does.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle got more white
fans.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle got more white fans than Chris Rock. I'm telling you, nah, don't sleep. Uncle Jamil said the rapid fire king is Dangerfield. Yeah, I gotta rewatch him. I don't even know one of his jokes, but I love him because of the movie he did, Ladybug. So that's how I know him, because when I was younger, watching Ladybug. Him and Jack A. Y'all go back and watch it. Jack A. was fine on the sidelines, and she was the assistant coach when he was coaching. Mimi says Chris Rock stand-ups are funny. All right, my number 6. Nobody said him yet. Lavelle Crawford. Never not funny. Not one time. Never not funny. Lavelle Crawford for me. He's I like all his stand-ups. And I went back and watched some of his older ones just to verify some of the things. Lavelle Crawford got funnier as time went on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's funnier now than he did when he was younger. Also, I didn't hear none of y'all say Bruce. I'm surprised none of y'all say Bruce. No, I didn't hear no Bruce.
He was gonna crack the top. Nah.
I ain't hear nobody say Bruce. Y'all got a love for Bruce?
I got love for him, but top 10? Absolutely.
Yeah, Bruce from Atlanta, so shout out to him for that.
Shout out to Bruce. All right, but no, Lavelle Crawford, I'm telling you, I ain't never not laughed at Lavelle Crawford. All right, number 5, who you got, y'all?
Number 5, I got Lavelle Crawford at number 5.
Okay.
I got Lavelle Crawford at number 5. Lavelle Crawford literally is like the only person I know, not the only person I know, but he one of the few people that got famous just off of stand-up alone. And like, that's it. What else is he in? Like Breaking Bad? Other than his little cameo in Breaking Bad, like, he's not in anything else outside of just stand-up. So if you're famous off of just stand-ups alone, then you gotta be a funny dude. So
Mimi, absolutely. When you say like Short said, what does that mean? I don't know what that means when you say like Short said. What is that? What is that reference to? What do y'all think that nobody said Arnez J? Earthquake, none of those people.
For good reason, Josh. But it's like,
I'm saying, I thought y'all was like the comic. Y'all ain't got no love for the comic view comedians. I'm just saying.
You said Arnez J. Josh Whedon said a bunch of these people.
I'm saying stand up. Arnez J he had a point.
You could put him above Tom Segura, Josh. Go ahead.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That the comic view crowd, I thought I could be comic view people. I can't. My Tom Segura's writing is on a whole nother level. I could do comic view shit. I tell you, I could pull my belt up to my stomach on stage. Like, I can do Arnez J. I think I can.
Okay, so you just saying they cool and then low key. You saying they cool? All right, yeah.
I can imitate comic view comedians. I'm just telling you. Mimi says, "Mom and Grandma loved Arnez J. Had to pay." That's what I'm saying. They did. I just, it just wasn't for me. All right, let's go. Number 5. Who you got, Marvin?
Bernie Mac.
Okay, can't go wrong, Bernie Mac. The funniest of the kings. I think we agree. He's the funniest of the kings for sure.
Like, low key, looking back, he was the only funny king that for real. Like, I mean, D.L. Hughley holds his own still, kinda, but like, as far as like raw comedy, Bernie was the only one, bro.
Yeah, and he was somebody who I don't think. I'm sure they all had teleprompters or was looking at some script or something, but I think that Bernie Mac was so. I think he was himself. So I think that even if I can never tell if he was reading or something. I can never tell if he was doing notes or not. I think he's funny as hell by his own. Like I'm like,
Yeah, no.
yeah, yeah, he's super funny. And he's scary. He's very intimidating on some comment. I feel like he like try what you say? Nigga, like you know what I'm saying? I like I'm not trying to get roasted in the Kings of Comedy, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get roasted.
For real, because you could tell that he was a real that Chicago
Yeah.
him hard.
Yeah, he definitely roast you. I'm not with that. I'm like, all right, bro, you got it. All right, my number 5 is somebody who could roast you without cussing. Go by the name of Sinbad. I'm telling y'all right now. Go back and look at Sinbad's stand-ups. The man never missed.
That's legit.
And
That's
he one of my favorite stand-up comedians of all time. And every time I go to McDonald's, I look at the people, because I go to McDonald's quite a bit to get sweet teas or some drink. And when I go to McDonald's, I just be like, matter of fact, sweet tea with no ice or something like that. And to see the people, their brain get frozen when you ask for something extra, or Sinbad made jokes about that, and it's the funniest thing in the world. Don't ask for nothing extra, don't take nothing off, because you're gonna see people they're gonna get flustered and be like, I don't know what to do. And Sinbad knows how to tell a good joke in a funny way, and I think it's very funny.
I never remember watching a Sinbad stand up and being disappointed.
Yeah. Mimi said Bernie Mac was hilarious, and he likes his shows and movies.
Growing up, I don't remember watching the Sinbad stand-up.
We'll revisit him, Yahweh.
I've seen him as an adult.
He said he ain't scared of you, mama. Absolutely, especially if he was on Def Comedy Jam. Y'all ain't say no Def Comedy. I ain't hear y'all say Martin. I ain't hear y'all gonna love on Martin. No Def Comedy Jam jokes.
There's definitely a reason you're not gonna hear.
Okay, Martin. All right. I thought y'all had some love for Def Comedy Jam. All right.
Not top 10 all time. Hell.
Yeah. Okay, so boom. And what's crazy is Uncle Jamil, you got to live through the great time period of the Tom Joyner cruises where Sinbad and them will be hosting them in Barbados. I need to go to a place like that where it's a stand-up comedy on the island, and I'll go to something like that, but I can only see it on YouTube apparently, so I missed the.
You ain't going to the one with DC on Fly?
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying that.
You going to Turks and Caicos?
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm not. No, okay. Because I'm probably gonna interview him, so I'm just gonna let that slide. Just keep it going one day. But I'm like,
I mess with DC on Fly. I like DC.
No, I ain't hear nobody say Chris Tucker. Okay, I'm just throwing some names out there for y'all. All right, number 4, who you got, y'all?
I can't even believe you just said that and expected us to be like, oh yeah, no. Fuck out of here.
No, I'm gonna defend Chris Tucker because he.
Oh, why?
Not stand up. Now, movie wise, I love Chris Tucker movies, but his stand ups, I ain't going.
He got one of the greatest stand up bits from.
Yes, right. I'll give him that. He got one of the top ones from Def Comedy Jam, and that's all you can give him stand up.
His mom saying she want him to go to the army, and he doing like she kept leaving army flies on his bed. Which one?
Yeah, just keep it. Keep on, Jack, you know it.
He's like, well, he's talking about rats and roaches like Crips and Bloods, and he was breaking up fights.
Okay, yeah. Nah, I like Money Talks.
Rush Hour,
Dead Presidents, all the Rush Hours, and Jackie Brown. I just watched Jackie Brown recently. Saw that Chris Tucker was in there. It was the most random appearance ever. I was like, okay, Chris Tucker's in Jackie Brown. I didn't know that. Some more. My Uncle Jamil says she may not make the list, but she hit a short lick. Some more for sure.
Nah, he just choosing. That's all.
Yeah, it's not you choosing because she's pretty. Speaking of choosing, if y'all go back and look at Comic View, Montana Taylor was one. She was like the girl I had a crush on the most, and I got older and never saw her again. So I don't know.
That don't sound like much of it. That don't sound like much of a comedian, Josh.
Nah, she was. Listen, thank you, y'all. But she was. She was on Comic View, and she used to be funny, but she was just fine. She was fine. All right, number 4. Who you got, y'all?
Oh, well, number 4, I got somebody who will curse you out and will not hold back punches. And I know y'all probably don't got him on y'all list, but I got Patrice O'Neal.
Oh, that's sure, Patrice O'Neal.
Damn, bro, I didn't even think about Patrice.
Patrice O'Neal's in my top 20. He ain't in my top 10, but he in my top 20 for sure.
I mean, if you got Bill Burr and all of them,
Bill Burr was with them. Bill Burr was with him. Like they was.
That's what I'm saying.
But he kept going. They ain't stopped.
He's still alive.
That's my point. So I can't help the time took him. But yeah, nah, for sure. Patrice O'Neal, one of the funniest people ever. But he got one stand up. I give him credit for the one. Yeah, I give him credit. He's super funny. My uncle said that none of y'all better have what do y'all call it? Y'all better have Michael Blackson on y'all list. Yeah, I don't think none of us got it.
He's somewhere on my list. I gotta look for him.
Yeah. Thank you, Yahweh. See, my uncle knew who Montana Taylor was. I'm about to say, because I'm just making sure y'all knew who I was talking about. All right. Marvin, who you got? Number 4.
Eddie Murphy, Mr. Patent Leather Suit. Not patent
Okay.
leather, but
You going
Mr.
number 4.
Leather Suit. Whenever he put on a leather suit, it was a wrap.
Good rap. Yeah, it's a wrap. I got to see y'all whole list because it's hard for you. Not Eddie Murphy, not in the top 3. That's crazy, but all right.
That's rare where you could, that's stadium comedy where you could make a stadium laugh.
Yeah. Also, I didn't hear nobody say Andrew Dice Clay because every time I think of Eddie Murphy, because he did such a good Italian impression, made me think about Andrew Dice Clay. So yeah, 90% Patrice O'Neal is a legend. Andrew Dice Clay.
Who was that?
He's very funny.
I'm being dead serious.
I'm saying you should look him up. He's the Italian. He was the forerunner for any Italian comic. But he was all like, grabbing himself. And when you look at Eddie Murphy imitating Italian after seeing Rocky, he's basically doing Andrew Dice Clay. He's basically imitating that. Yeah. My number 4, Dave Chappelle. I gotta go with Dave Chappelle. He's funny.
That's low.
I'm saying my top 3. When I watch Dave Chappelle, Marvin, like Dave Chappelle is like this is a good one, Marvin. You'll get this since you love Lupe so much. Dave Chappelle is like Lupe. He's just lyrically, he got the lyrics like you boom boom boom. But my top 3 are gonna make me do this, not just listen. Dave Chappelle, I'm getting a pen and pad, like listen to these notes, like he about to give you something. But he ain't gonna make me like, I'm not following. I'm not doing all that. Dave Chappelle.
Don't ever call Dave Chappelle Lupe.
I'm just telling you, just pure talent, just pure art.
I appreciate that. You're right. I got it.
He's just an artist, but he ain't going. I'm not gonna put Lupe with my other top rappers. But if you're talking about some just art, Dave Chappelle can write. He got the you great. It's art. But my top 3, everything from beginning to end, and it ain't no. Dave Chappelle can do a joke for like 5 minutes and nobody laugh just to get the punchline at the end. That's art. My 1, 2, and 3 ain't no 5-minute break without no laughing. I'm just telling y'all gonna laugh from beginning to end. And my uncle said Dice Clay was funny for sure, and Naima says that's low. Naima, we know how you feel about Dave Chappelle. All right, number 3, who you got, y'all?
Number 3, I got Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Eddie Murphy, number 3. The only reason I got him number 3 is because outside of the stand-up, like he gave us Dreamgirls, which was great, but he also gave us Warrior.
So now I'm only dealing with Eddie Murphy on stand-up because we do the movies, it's not even close. If we do the movies, it's not even close. But yeah, shout out to the stand-up for sure.
He gave us a great performance in Dreamgirls.
Yeah,
that same year he gave us Respucia.
That's what I'm saying. I let the movie. This is just on the stand up alone because the movies. Then if we say Coming to America, then nobody else gonna have no comeback. All right.
By the way, I just want to say that you said that, Josh. The other day I sat down and started watching Coming to America. I didn't get 10 minutes in before I said I cannot do this.
You said it's not funny. You ain't like it.
Oh, it's just it was too cheesy and cornbally for me.
Eddie Murphy's funniest movie.
I couldn't.
Eddie Murphy's funniest movie. Like
you can give back for Coming to America.
I'm gonna try to get through it, man. But once Wesley Snipes came with and he was doing all, I was like,
oh, you talking about Coming to America too? You talking about Coming to America too?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm nobody mentioned that didn't even happen. We didn't even.
I was about to say Wesley Snipes.
No, only Coming to America 1, Mark. Oh yeah, we only talk about Coming to America 1. All right, my uncle says Cat Williams has
Josh,
the best performance.
I said that ain't even happen.
Yeah, no, I don't do no sequels. Now I would not watch that. I'm not going to watch that, and I'm not going to play with you like that.
That was not
funniest movie.
Adamant about that.
Yeah, I don't believe in touching the classics. Don't even let them stay where they are.
I wouldn't even indulge in such nonsense.
Yeah, come on, man. They had the fat man. He's like, no, she's your queen to be now. No more. Leave Coming to America alone. All right, Marvin, who you got for number 3?
Number 3, I got Cat Williams, and you know what? I'm gonna put Neil next to Cat, and I know that sounds crazy, but
that sounds crazy.
It does, but I'm gonna explain it, bro. It's because of their minds. I believe Cat Williams has one of the most beautiful minds on the planet, and the same thing with Neil. If you listen to their comedy, it's extremely thought provoking while being funny. Now, Cat is raw and super back to back on on the punchlines and being funny, and Neil is more kind of set up like Dave, but not as deep, right? He's not gonna go as far as Dave, because like you said, Dave would be 5 minutes on the monologue just to set up.
Oh no, you must not have seen Neil Brennan's last stand up about his depression. That was some of the saddest shit I ever seen in my life.
You talking about 3 mics?
One, I don't know which one.
We had signs behind him. We had signs behind him, right?
Yeah. I don't know which one it is.
That's what I watched.
I need to see that one. But if you ain't never seen 3 mics, bro, watch 3 mics.
I seen 3 mics.
I gotta write it down. I'm writing it down. Neil Brennan, 3 mics. I'm writing it down. The last one I saw was the one about depression, where he was depressed and he had the signs behind him. Okay. All right, my number 3, Eddie Murphy. What we saying? Raw and live are like, come on, man. That's just what it is. That's all I'm counting. And that's the stand. That's bravado. That's I'll take your girl with the gold chains on. I'm making jokes. I'm doing a dance. I got the he got everything. Sold out Madison Square Garden, and then yeah, Eddie Murphy, man, he's the blueprint for a lot of people. And none of y'all also said Bill Cosby, so I guess y'all don't like either clean comedy or sleepy comedy. All right.
No, we don't like whack comedy.
Moms Mabley, Pig Meat Markham, and Ronaldo Ray. Now, okay, Ronaldo Ray is from Comic View in the corner. I remember that. Okay, so that's only Ronaldo Ray I know. Derek 3X said Eddie Murphy is the only comedian that really made him laugh. Okay, you can't go wrong with Eddie Murphy. All right, number 2, Yahweh, who you got?
Damn, the only comedian that ever made you laugh? That's wild. Gotta watch some more comics, brother. My number 2 is Bernie Mac.
Okay.
Bernie Mac, for sure. Like Bernie Mac, there's nothing that he has not had a funny moment.
Okay.
Never didn't have a funny moment on stage. Never didn't have a funny moment in a movie. Probably never didn't have a funny moment in his life. Like he is the epitome of a top tier comedian. Like, and you watch his stuff. If you watch his stuff today, you go back and you watch something like the Bernie Mac show. That it is hilarious. Even to this day, it's still funny.
Hey, no. Bernie Mac is a comedian's comedian. Now he's super funny. You can't go wrong with Bernie Mac.
Go back and watch his. You can go back and watch his stand up. And like I said, for us to be quoting, he didn't even have a whole like stand up movie. He just had about 15 to 20 minutes. And that 15 to 20 minutes is probably better than most people's hour specials.
Hey, you can't go wrong with Bernie Mac. You can't go wrong with Bernie Mac. Chicago stand up. Can't go wrong with Bernie Mac. And his stuff aged well, so he's like respected. But if I want to laugh at Bernie Mac, put Bad Santa on, boom. Bernie Mac being serious is even funny. When he's not trying to be funny.
Like, what's that movie where he walking down the trainway just slapping people?
What is it, Soul Man?
Like Soul Man? No, you talking about Head of State?
Oh yeah,
with him and
Chris Rock. Listen, you can't go wrong with Bernie Mac. All right, y'all. I mean, Marvin, who you got for number 2?
The great Eddie Griffin. One of the most
I knew somebody was coming with Eddie Griffin.
And to me, he's the one that start provoking and can give you punchline after punchline after punchline while doing that. And that's why I put him. It was a struggle. It was a struggle to put him between him and my first, but you know.
So you mean to tell me you enjoyed Malcolm and Eddie?
It's one of my favorite sitcoms of all time. Yes, sir. I did enjoy Malcolm and Eddie, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, now Eddie Griffin is funny.
Josh, don't let that shit slide.
No, because Eddie Griffin is really funny. He's a comedian. Like, he's really funny. Not my, whatever. But I respect it when I see him. I'm like, I know he's funny. I'm more Undercover Brother because he had one of the greatest actresses of all time in there, Denise Richardson. I don't know if you ever know her, who she is, but watch Undercover Brother. That woman deserves an Oscar. She's one of the greatest actresses of all time. And
knock it off, Josh.
She ain't one of the greatest actresses of all time, Marvin. That's pure acting. That's pure talent. That's an art right there. She's an artist.
All time.
Shout out to Undercover Brother. Y'all need to go watch that if you want to see some talent. Him, Dave Chappelle, Denise Richardson. Boom. That's all you need for a great movie.
It is classic though. I ain't gonna lie. Undercover Brother is definitely a classic.
Okay, so Mimi says boo. She's not a fan of Eddie Griffin. And my uncle said Eddie Griffin too much cussing.
I'm about to say it's the
And then Mimi said she had free tickets to
What
see
do y'all
him
say about Eddie Griffin?
and declined. How you decline Eddie Griffin tickets? Eddie Griffin is part of some part of Jason's Lyrics. That's what I'm known from too. But Denise Richardson and Eddie Griffin and Undercover. Matter of fact, I'm watching Undercover Brother tonight. Bottom line, because it's just a good movie. I need to go back and watch it. All right, my number 2, Richard Pryor. Let me tell y'all something about y'all. Everybody want to keep up here.
Yeah, tell us something about Richard Pryor, Josh. So teach us.
His stand up.
I'm
telling you, his stand up. He does every single character the way he tells the story. But him talking about Muhammad Ali, him talking about Jim Brown, the way he tells the story, but he's doing the voice of his lungs, the animals in it. No, listen, Richard.
Josh, can you tell me exactly who Jim Brown is?
Huh?
Can you tell me who Jim Brown is, my brother?
Okay, well, you need to watch the NFL so you can know who Jim Brown is. And then watch when all the running backs talk about who they want to be like. But yeah, if y'all watch Richard Pryor, man, that man's funny as hell. I ain't saying that everybody's not, but Richard Pryor.
No, I'll say this for sure. His comedy's aging pretty well.
Yeah. Richard Pryor's funny. And the way he talked, that's what I'm saying. He talked about police brutality and stuff, but not like in a victim way, but like in a funny way to get. He got the point across, but it's still funny. He ain't leave you sad. He's like, I'm walking down and no, Richard Pryor, bro. I'm telling y'all, don't sleep with Richard Pryor, man. All right, number 1. We're gonna see. We should apparently we're not gonna all have the same number 1 because y'all already said my number 1 so many times and like 12 and 15. But my uncle says Pryor most inventive and topically relevant. Absolutely. All right, number 1. Who you got, Yahweh?
Dave Chappelle. The most inventive and topically relevant, Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle has been doing this for almost literally at a high level, a high clip for almost 30 years, bro.
Yeah, man.
And he keeps doing that. He's never not been funny. As controversial as he might be at times, his shit still funny as hell.
You can't wrong with
that. And even when he's not trying to be funny, he's gonna make sure that you listen. That's the biggest thing. Being able to just get on that stage and make your point. Being able to get on that stage and make the world listen to what you say. You get what I'm saying? Not too many people can do that. You can get up there and tell some jokes.
Absolutely.
Have people like waiting, like, oh, Dave Chappelle he came up running to go see it.
Absolutely. All right, Marvin. So I'm assuming you got to say number 1. Which number 1?
The great Dave Chappelle. You got to think about all the shit he did on top of like just. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Chappelle Show in there just because I'm trying to. Chappelle Show is the highest selling DVD of all time, bro. Like, there's a reason, bro. Literally.
Dave Chappelle is Jay-Z. Dave Chappelle is damn Andre 3000. Dave Chappelle is Michael Jackson. He's all them in one, man.
No, and that's, you reminded me of what I wanted to say about Richard Pryor too. I feel like, Josh, when you was talking about Richard Pryor, I feel like he was like Michael Jordan. He was so far ahead of his time, like well ahead of his time as far as technicalities.
Okay, well let me say who's.
I was gonna say Dr. J.
Okay, well let me say who's special. I just watched the other day. I watched a special, Dave Chappelle's Netflix special, and he was talking about and telling a story in a Dave Chappelle way about his friend who he presented the GOAT to, Chris Rock. I'm just telling y'all, my number 1 is Chris Rock. The comedians know. The stand-ups know. Dave Chappelle know.
Also feels like
Dave Chappelle know. Kevin Hart know. They know. That's all I'm gonna say.
Michael Jordan feels like David Thompson was better than him. That don't mean he was better than him.
If David Thompson had more championships than he would. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. Chris Rock, Bigger and Blacker. I'm gonna go back to Bigger and Blacker for y'all once again. Is the stand-up special. It is that. I'm telling y'all, go back and watch it.
He'll smooth 9.
And the fact that y'all watched The Office, Diversity Day, and all, that's Chris Rock. The big piece of chicken, all of those bits, that's Chris. What we saying, y'all? Like Chris, man, come on. And then you bring up Chappelle Show. Shout out to Chappelle Show, right? But don't act like everybody hates Chris and just ain't nothing now. Don't do that now. Like everybody hates Chris. Everybody hates Chris. Everybody hates Chris. Everybody hates Chris is funny to me. I like
Everybody Hate Chris is one of the funniest shows of all time.
Yeah,
We talk Chappelle Show is the greatest sketch comedy show ever.
I'm just
ever, bro. And you got In Living Color out there, and people won't even say In Living Color if you like In Living who compared to
Chappelle Show.
Listen, I get Chappelle Show. I'm not saying it ain't funny, but there's also a show that y'all not acknowledging that's been running for like 30, 40 plus years, and nobody's saying that. They produced Adam Sandler.
Ooh,
Eddie
punk
Murphy.
ass Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy came from Saturday Night Live. I don't know if y'all want to downplay that.
Thompson. Kenan Thompson is the longest running person on there. He ain't on nobody's list.
Eddie Murphy, Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, Chris Rock, Chris Farley. Come on, y'all. Don't do that. Don't downplay Saturday Night Live.
In Living Color, if you want to do that, they gave you
Eddie Murphy. If you got Eddie Murphy and Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell on your man, come on, what we saying? That's it right there. Eddie Murphy, Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell.
So they
Eddie Murphy, Damon Wayans was on Saturday Night Live.
Come on now.
Come on, y'all. Damon Wayans was like, come on, don't do that. Don't downplay Saturday
Dave Chappelle is the #1 funniest comedian of all time.
Bill says he respects brother Josh, his beloved Joshua, no matter how outlandish his #1 is. Y'all can hear Chris Rock on your. He said honorable mention Damon Wayans, David Allen Greer. I give you credit, both of them. Hey, Blank Man, you know, I love Blank Man, so it's always gonna be both of those people funny in Blank Man. Well, I want to thank y'all for watching. Y'all always say what's up to everybody, please. I mean, say goodbye to everybody, please.
Been real. Y'all have a good one.
Listen, Marvin, give us a word, man. We'll get up out of here.
I got 2 quick words, okay?
Okay.
In light of all the Cat Williams stuff going on, I if you look online, like I was saying, Cat Williams has one of the most beautiful minds on earth. But what light is shed on his interview? Nothing but the hate for his fellow comedians who are Black. And the pro-Black community swear they pro-Black, but they'll watch us put each other down over and over again and cheer it on, bro. We got to be better to one another. Stop encouraging public gossip and all that hate to one another. We got to start loving one another, especially in times where we all have mental health issues, bro. We all going through it. We all losing family left and right. We don't need to pile on one another. Yeah, we flawed, but add it, like, don't encourage. Yes, Cat Williams is a beautiful comic and he's a great comic, but encouraging him to keep beating down another Black man is not pro-Black at all.
Beat down Sadie. Beat Sadie down some more, please.
Now you're right, Marvin. Marvin, if you see the clips I posted, it was him talking about upliftment and positivity, for the record. Boom.
And then I got one more message. And like I was saying, like we were talking about Eddie Murphy and like how and Chris Rock and how they look like it looks like life defeated him. And it's exactly what happened, bro. And you see it all around us. We even feel it all around us. Life feels like it's defeating us, bro. But in order to not feel defeated, we got to lean on 2 things that we haven't been leaning on. That's simplicity in life, and that's community. We keep moving away from simplicity. We keep moving further and further away from community, and it shows. That's why we feel alone. How are we social beings, but everyone feels alone, bro? It makes no sense. So we got to lean on one another. We got to be simple, bro, and we got to love one another. Stop bashing one another. That's my word for the day.
Excellent. Go ahead, man. I'm all about simplicity. So, and I'm for all of the women who are watching. When we go out, simplicity. So don't be trying to go $300 places.
Surely, bro, this true, y'all. You gonna bring peace to both of y'all. She don't even know it. She don't even know it.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching. This is Joshua Leonard Muhammad signing off for the People's Podcast. And thank you all for watching. Can't wait to put this on YouTube. My uncle says Minister Marvin speaks at the mosque this coming Sunday. Absolutely. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for watching, man.